everybody, this is Katie. You're welcome to Southern Life. We are in Deland, Florida, and with me I have...
El Majestic Jose.
Yeah, okay.
El Majestic. Bro, they're getting a Skechers store? That is so cool. Are they open yet?
No.
I don't like Skechers as a brand, but they have good quality shoes, so I wear them because of the quality. That's so cool. They're getting a Skechers here. So, tell them about Deland, Katie.
It seems like a nice town.
Seems nice.
Yeah, so earlier today, Jose and I went to a place. A place where they have ATVs. And I rode an ATV for the first time. I really enjoyed it.
Fun.
Yeah.
And then we try to apply for credit, and they're like,
"No, go away."
Is my credit bad? Like, sir, it's not that it's not bad. It doesn't exist. Like, what do you mean it doesn't exist? Like, yeah, you don't exist. I'm like, how do I get it to exist? Like, you have to get a cracker. I'm like, can I just give you a massive down payment on it? And they're like, nope, you don't exist. Not that I had bad credit. It's not that I have bad credit. It's like you don't
have credit at all.
You don't exist. Like, what? We gotta eventually get credit. We've been cash people our whole lives, so
it's
this
like
whole
negative credit thing.
No credit existing thing is kind of odd. Wow, we're stuck in a parking lot. We're 2 minutes in this video. We're still.
Well, they hear us talking, so they're not.
I know. Let my video still go off to a good start. So Deland has been requested a lot. A lot of our subscribers have been asking us about Deland, so it's great to be here. Buffalo Bills, you got a lot of balls driving around with a Buffalo Bills on the back. You really gotta be. That's like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, that's a real fan right there.
Yeah.
If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you're a real fan. There's no incentive.
So I am currently enjoying my sugar cookie latte from Starbucks.
I am a Tada millennial.
I got it with oat milk because I can't do the almond.
Tada millennial. Yeah. That's what I hear when you say that.
Well, I am.
Now you're a hick. Like, well, I am. You go from like preppy millennial to like total hick in like a second. In 1 second you're millennial.
I have bipolar personality.
I like a Starbucks, and the next second you're like, I'm gonna ride a horse downtown.
Poor horse.
Yeah. Poor ATV. That 150 was like, get this woman off me.
Yeah.
It was like this redneck comes up to like, sir, you're gonna kill that thing. You're gonna try that 450 over there, 700. You're gonna kill that poor little 150. The 150 would work for me though.
But we're not doing things that work for you.
Okay, so here's an item that I can get for me that works fine for me, but I can't get it because you can't ride it.
Exactly. Because I have nothing to ride, Jose.
Well, maybe if you walked more. Ow! Okay, so the weight discussion is off the table. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
I've been attacked by you before, but that was a pretty.
That was savage.
No, that was savage. Okay, that's pretty scary. A wheelchair by itself with nobody around. Oh, he's walking over there. So what? He's not in a wheelchair?
What?
Well, that made no sense. That beggar over there. He's like, he has a wheelchair, but
they have a Starbucks.
He just got up and went to Starbucks, left the chair there. Like, all right, we're going to Starbucks.
Starbucks, tropical smoothie, Publix. Yeah, this is millennial. Oh, Chipotle. Weird fact: I have never been in a Chipotle or eaten at Chipotle.
And we're gonna keep it that way.
Well, I might. And I don't eat at Chick-fil-A.
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Excuse me. They fry everything in peanut oil. I can't have peanut oil.
The slower you go, the harder it's going to be for you to get out of the lane.
Honk at them.
The slower you go, there you go, speed up. Because if everybody else is going 40 and you're going 20, you're going to make it harder for yourself.
You're going to get rear-ended.
I like road raging people. It makes me feel better about my own personal insecurities.
Yes.
There you go.
Ram dealership. Big racetrack.
Where's the Popeyes? That's what I'm looking for. Do you notice how many Puerto Rican flags we've seen today? There's a lot of Puerto Ricans up here.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, tierra linda, isla del encanto.
Watson Realty.
Size matters. Yeah, especially when you're test driving ATVs. The salesman didn't know what to say, but this random redneck was there. He's like, sir, he's wearing like camo like from head to toe. And he came up like, sir, I've owned all these ATVs, and let me tell you, you're gonna kill that one. You're like, you're just gonna kill that ATV. Deserves better treatment and put your wife on it like that. I was like, okay, my bad, bro. Like, get you one of them big 900s over there, man. That's ATV abuse right there. Like, I was like emotionally attached to the ATV.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd put my little son on that 150, but I wouldn't put your wife on it, sir. That's ATV abuse right there. He's like, I'm not a salesperson, but isn't it random how like the redneck customer knew more about the ATV than the salesperson?
Yeah.
The salesperson was like, man, I think you just press this button and it like turns on. And the redneck was like, man, this thing's got so many horsepower, but not enough for your wife. It's enough horsepower for me and you, but not enough for her. And that was like the most knowledgeable redneck I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like, literally, instead of the salesperson breaking down the stats, like the redneck was just like, you know what, dude? You need at least a 900 for that one.
Dustin's Barbecue.
This area has a lot of barbecue.
Yes, and I'm sure it's very good. Captain
It's packed.
D's.
If it's packed, it's good. That's how you know it's barbecue. Deland. Well, this kind of feels like, you know what it reminds me of? Port St. Lucie. Looking type of place. A little bit more depressing, but.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Acá hay muchos como basura. Look at that Silverado. Look at that Silverado. Will you just look at it? Bro, this person's letting like everybody pass. Don't you just hate people who are kind to other people? They make perfect victims. If I see an ATV store, this video's over. I'm just gonna run up in there, buy an ATV, and be done with it. I like the one that I test drove actually. But do you notice how like the one we test drove at first, it was brand new and already the speedometer was broken?
Yeah.
Like that didn't that did not inspire confidence when you're test driving something, but it's like some Chinese brand or something. He's a knowledgeable guy, man. He's like, man, you're just gonna have to find something bigger for her. You had fun on it though, right?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I had fun. They really are fun.
I like the bigger one.
And that's in a parking lot. Imagine driving that around our neighborhood
Oh
with
my gosh.
trails and stuff. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to get it, and then you can buy yourself one that you're within your capacities. Once you get your listed license, you can buy yourself one for you, and all the rest of us will just use it.
Nice try.
Huh?
Nice try.
Because what I'm thinking is like, I can just drive around. There's a Walmart, but it's like the most gentrified looking Walmart I've ever seen. Trailer park. Oh, look at that trailer park. It's very colorful. Very nice. I guess we gotta keep going this way.
Apparently. And they have a Sunoco here.
Sunoco. I think Sunoco is like the weirdest brand for any company. Like it should be like Sunoco Williams or Sunoco Jones or something like just Sunoco by it's what a stupid name.
Yeah.
Horrible branding. So we're south of Deland right now.
We used to have a Sunoco in my town.
It's kind of hood over here.
In Canadian Lakes, there used to be a Sunoco.
Sunoco. Well, it looks alright to me. It looks like an alright looking town.
I like Sunoco.
A mí me gusta que baile Marieta. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, this whole region of the state. From Deland, what was the other one we went to? Claremont. Like the Orlando area and the outskirts ain't that bad.
No.
The city of Orlando sucks, but once you get out to the outskirts, it ain't that bad. Some parts, at least on the other side, I don't know. Like Plant City didn't seem that bad. Lakeland is about what I expected.
Yeah.
Is that a Hummer? How much are you for?
29.
What's on the other side? Oh, they got a Cadillac. 29,000? The what? They're worth more now than they were. Is that an ATV store? It's a Honda. That's what I was looking for, a Honda ATV store. On the way back, we're gonna go and look at it. They'll have ATVs there. Yeah, they do. On the way back, we'll come look at it. Great, huh? Me thinking about a Honda ATV store. Them having it. A splendid idea. Okay, so this looks pretty nice. I don't want to rush through the video, just come back over here. Yeah.
Are you noticing, like, it sounds like...
The road? Sounds like we're riding a horse.
That back tire.
No, look at the road. It's the type of road you're on.
Okay.
The road, it's like segmented. It's not, there's nothing wrong with the tire, it's the road.
Okay.
You might want to call them and see what ATVs they got. Ask them what ATVs and prices they got. Ask them if they got like a 400. Ask them what their cheapest ATV is.
We're about to... After this road, there's going to be 3 buildings and then a Cuban restaurant.
Cool. Oh yeah, Chica's Cuban. Well, the good thing is it's right by downtown. It's actually a lot bigger of a town than I thought it was. It's a good sized town. There's an African American museum here. Wouldn't that be cool to check it out? Why don't we do that? See if the African American museum is open. We have to consolidate our relationship with the African American community after some of the things we've said on these videos.
What?
We should check out the African American museum. I think going to an African American museum is kind of like important for somebody like YouTubers like us. Like it's education in a sense. Museum of that sort is. Well, it's like when remember when we were in Alabama and they had a class at the college for African American Studies, and I was literally going to get my GED to take this class. I thought it was about like learning African American history, learning about African American heroes, you know, civil rights cases and how they were won. That's what I'm thinking, right? When you hear the title African American Studies, that's what I thought. So I called them up, and then like this lady's like, "Oh yeah, we'll teach you how to riot and protest." I'm like, no. I'm sorry. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, we'll teach you how to riot and protest and how to like force people to become African American friendly. I was like, say what? Like, yeah, we're just basically an extreme left. I was like, oh, okay,
What?
Yeah. Remember in Alabama, they have an African American study. Like, they have a school. Like, you can study African American something, right? So I was literally going to finish getting my GED so I could go to college and take this course on African American studies, right? I thought it was like historical, civil rights case, you know, like practical crap. So I called them up. I'm like, hey, I'd like to know more about your course, like about your course. She's like, sure. Yeah, we'll teach you how to riot. I'm like, oh no.
What?
Yeah, like, they teach you how to riot, protest, and like how to shame people into like, you know what I mean? I was like, and they're making people like literally. That's literally how she described it. I'm like, tell me more about your course. You know, I'm interested in taking it in the future. And she goes, well, yeah, we'll teach you how to riot, protest, and how you can shame people into being conscious. I was like, I'll pass. I'm like, I got mad at her. I was like, you're telling me that you don't talk about history, civil rights cases and how they were won, anything of that sort. There's nothing historical, there's nothing legal here about this course. You're telling me that for the most part, your course is just teaching people how to protest and demonstrate and make people feel guilty. She's like, that's you're understanding. I'm like,
I don't want to understand this.
But no, I don't think I'm understanding it. I really don't. Look at this Silverado. That's probably a turbo, the one we used to have. Yeah, it's probably a turbo. No, it's ours. It should be 8. They look pretty and they drive smooth, but man, I'm gonna tell you, they just don't make them like they used to. Okay, so this feels like a New England type of town. This is pretty. Different. Not what I expected.
You know what I would take? Because I can take college courses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I have like no interest in doing that, by the way.
Well, last time you tried to take a college course, went to like, well, we're going to teach you how to read first.
Yeah.
They're like, ma'am,
Like,
you barely got through high school. We're just going
I
to teach
was realizing that, like, yeah, I'd probably pass the class with flying colors, but it's like, how much money am I going to spend doing this before I can actually take a class?
Yeah, they didn't want you to go straight to the class. They looked at you like, well, we're going to teach you how to read first.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how, man, we don't know how you finished high school.
Because I'm a horrible test taker.
That didn't sit well with me right now. I'm just like, my stomach just went like... That did not sit well with me right there. That statement you just made my stomach like turn upside down.
I've been telling you that.
So I've been telling you better make me some money.
I'll pass.
Wisconsin Avenue.
It's knowledge, so I'm gonna pass it. But it's like taking the SATs without studying for it.
Oh, I love that mural. Look how pretty the deer and the log cabin. And are there Amish people holding a gun? That's a pretty cool mural.
Jose,
What?
it's not Amish people. It's like their town history.
These kids look gangster. This is like that kid, if you offer him $20, he'll give it a YouTube video read.
Probably.
Yeah, like, yeah, you got $20, bro. Yeah, man, I'll even. Like, no, just to do the interview, buddy. That's just we just need an interview. We don't need love. Well, seems like a really neat town, don't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the African American Museum? See if what time they're open to and what they charge. They ought to pay me. That's what they ought to. They ought to be. What?
You can't say stuff like that.
See what I'm saying? Like,
It's an art museum.
oh, the African American art.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I like art. Anyways, I really thought like that I would get some value out of this course, you know, like it would be like a meaningful thing, like especially in Alabama, right? You'd think they've been through so much that if they had a course of this sort, it would be like special. It'd be like crap. I went to an African American, like nobody could ever call me racist again.
It doesn't work like that, buddy.
Isn't that how it works? Like, man, I took a civil rights class in Alabama at an African American museum or something. Like, you can't call me racist anymore. That's not how it works. You can't just like take a course and then not be racist anymore. Simply irresistible.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, Jose.
Like, I've been desensitized. I'm good to go. I was really upset. I thought they would like teach you. No, that should, and it doesn't. Does that even exist? It ought to exist. Like a place where you actually learn African American history, like a course.
Yeah,
maybe
like
in Atlanta,
I would take that.
Maybe in Atlanta.
Well, if the course is like, I'm gonna teach you how to protest.
That's literally how she described it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
If it's like learning about like history or something like of value, yeah, I would take the course. But if it's just,
we'll teach you how to protest.
Yeah,
that's literally how she described it. Like, oh yeah, we'll teach you how to set up protests, and I'm like, will you teach me about Frederick Douglass? Just like, who? I'm like, you don't know.
You're teaching a course about African American history. You don't know about Frederick Douglass.
Not about history. That's the thing. It's not history. It's not about history. I thought it was like where you could learn about history. That should exist.
Like learning about civil rights.
Yeah, like I should.
Yeah, it would take that in a heartbeat.
Like how cases were won. Like you know, like something that would make sense. Like that. You know. No,
yeah.
Apparently, that's not what they're doing on there. Because I thought when I moved to Alabama, I was like, okay, like just like I am now. Like I want to educate myself more. But I want to take a course that like educates me on something.
You know, there might actually be a good course at FGCU.
Along those lines.
Maybe civil rights or something like that.
I just like law and history and geography. Those things are, you know, I like to know them. So like when I'm talking to somebody, I don't sound like a moron. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Basically, I want to know what I'm talking about.
There's a Cuban cafe.
Ooh, it's a Cuban cafe. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
A Cuba, man. This Honda dealership pretty much ruined this video. I was gonna explore the town, drive around. Just like, no, we're gonna go to this Honda.
I want to go to the Honda dealership.
Yeah,
and there's springs in the area.
There's a lot of springs, so you don't have beaches, but you could point, Katie. You are just.
Well, there's Daytona, and Daytona has beaches.
Yeah, you're not far from Daytona. You're right on that. Man, you are so useful in this video.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you I couldn't live without you?
Can't live without you either.
You're like my bread basket steak.
You're like my bread.
You're like a Cuban bread.
Mm-hmm. You're like a monkey.
For a video.
Yeah.
I can't ever live without you. How could I live
Yeah.
without you running my credit? So this is a neat town, bro. Like, it really has neat town stuff. We've been married for how long now?
12 years.
After like the first 5 years, your wife stops kicking you out of the house. I ain't got kicked out of the house in a while. You know, for like a significant period of time. It's like, I love how people like probably sitting at home divorced. Like, you treat, oh baby, look. Oh man. Bro. That thing is so fresh. Nice Buick. Y'all wouldn't sell it, would you? No. That thing's nice. Oh man. That thing is nice.
Apparently there's cards that you can build your credit.
I am dying to get like an old school Buick or a Cutlass or like either a Buick or a Chevy. Just,
We're not there yet.
Well, why not? I mean, it's just a car.
That's how you end up broke.
You know what Dave Ramsey taught me? Anything that's got wheels is a good investment.
He does not say that, and he would be.
Or is it bad investment? I can't remember. So, in the future, you can see yourself returning to this town for a family get-together, Jake? Ow! Katie's stepdaddy lives out here. Just playing. She's gonna kill me. Katie's future possible stepdaddy. She's looking at me. She's gonna kill me. Okay, I'll stop. I'll just, that didn't exist. We'll edit this out later. How about that? I promise I'll edit this out.
Now don't go lying to me.
Okay. Well, it seems kind of run down once you like drive a few blocks out of downtown though.
You want to talk about Irene, Jose?
Irene? Hey, don't be pulling up. Why you gotta do that to me?
Why you gotta do that to me?
Hey, didn't it? So there's natural springs in the area. Okay. You're looking at me like you're angry. Something wrong? I mean, so, I wasn't supposed to talk about that, was I? Free 19 test. Free 19. 2019. 2021. What year are we in? It's 21, right?
Yeah.
Next year will be, we're almost at 22. Cool. That's nice.
I had one dad, his name was Kirk, and there's no steps.
Well, I mean, Daddy Mike. She's looking at me, she's gonna kill me.
Dude, it's like someone I haven't even met. It's like.
Okay, don't get too detailed about it.
Yeah.
These neighborhoods kind of look kind of hood. They're not like totally hood,
Yeah.
but there's like a hood undertone. This corner store's hood. It depends what the front looks like. There's at least 50 posters on the front. Oh, look at these houses.
Yeah.
This town looks exactly like I would imagine it looked like. So I'm gonna guess there's like a nicer historic district, or just according to the hoods or something. Like, I'm sure we've missed the good stuff.
Yeah, no.
It's that Honda dealership's fault. Once I saw the Honda dealership, I was like, well, we're gonna stick to this next time.
This is the best latte I've ever had.
I can smell it.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You want to try it?
No, I don't.
It's oat milk.
Oh, I could try it. No, I'm good. I don't want it.
Just
No, I don't want to try it, man. I hate when you force me to try stuff. How many you learn
Do
not
you
to
end
wave?
up liking it?
No, don't wave stuff in my face. I'm telling you not to do it. I don't. Don't. I hate when you do that. Like, if I want it, I'll let you know. We pay cash for used bikes. Okay. Brown Park. Seems like a really nice town. It doesn't look bad. It's just not. They got one ATV. That's all they got. Really?
Ow.
ATV. We now service all Harleys. Okay. There are more ATVs in the back, don't they? Okay, you can't go in there. I just want to test drive on their ATVs. Ooh, they have like a roofless. So there it is, guys. A drive around the hoods of Deland neighborhoods. These things look pretty fun too. I think an ATV is more fun though. Customer parking. I'm a customer, right?
Yeah.
Let's check out their ATVs. Alright guys, so there it is, a drive around Deland, Florida. Looks like a historic little town.